And good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, March 28th, and it's National Weed Day. And we're going to tell you a little bit about that in just a bit. So don't say anything yet.
I won't say anything yet. I will tell you that today on our show is our security chief, Tim Moy, and he's going to be talking about... I'm asking you because I know you, that's right. I had to look at you because I forgot what he was talking about.
The dangers of having these things lying around your house.
Okay, very good. Then we have a guest on from Villa Valencia. She's going to talk about what is assisted living and how Villa Valencia can help folks with that. And from Adapt to It, Leslie Gabola is going to be here. She's bringing along a guest with her, a doctor. I'm not sure exactly who that will be yet. It's always a mystery with Leslie. I just know she called, and I'll let us know she'll be bringing along a doctor. And then Globe Headlines with Erica Ritchie.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so today's meetings, we have the United Agenda Prep meeting today, and that will be in the Willow Room, and that'll be at 2 o'clock. Okay, so it's actually National Weeds Day, not Weed Day. So I just wanted to clarify that for everybody. Did you know that some weeds are beneficial to us and our ecosystem? Humans have used weeds for food and as herbs for much of recorded history. Some are edible and nutritious, while other weeds have medicinal value. Do you remember as a small child the fun you had with dandelions? Well, these bright yellow flowers serve a purpose. Dandelions are a food source for insects and some birds. Humans eat young dandelion leaves and enjoy tea and wine made from the leaves and flowers. The Native Americans used dandelions to treat certain ailments, and nutritionally, dandelions contain a source of vitamin A, C, calcium, iron, and fiber. Now, as you can see on the screen coming up, yellow dock and burdock is a weed that is a good source of dietary fiber and certain minerals, including calcium and potassium. It is also used as a medicinal herb. Lamb's quarter, which is also known as goosefoot, the leaves of lamb's quarter are excellent added to lettuce, salads, or cooked and used as a replacement for spinach. Lamb's quarter seeds are also edible. They are a good source of protein and vitamin A. Another one is amaranth. Amaranth, I think is how you say that. It's also known as pigweed. The leaves can be cooked and its seeds can be harvested and cooked the same as quinoa. It is high in vitamins and minerals, including vitamins A, K, B6, calcium, and iron, and the seeds are also a good source of protein. Also, purslane and dollarweed are also edible, but as with most things found in nature, and if you decide to eat weeds on your own, please make sure that you look them up to make sure they're not poisonous, because there are some that are also, dangerous out there. So there you have it. Weeds in your yard could potentially be edible. Ken, how many weeds do you have in your yard?
I think I have a lot. After all the rains that we had, I spent this weekend picking out a bunch of weeds that grow within the little gravel path that I have.
Probably not edible.
No, there were dandelions. There were definitely dandelions in there, but a lot of them were clover and things like that. So I do like clover in certain areas, and I just let it grow, but not all in there. All right, our weather today, we're going to be some partly cloudy in the morning. Really a good marine layer. That rain never came. So for us today, we're going to be about 66, 67 degrees, kind of a nice day out. Bit cooler, but then we're going to start to ramp things up, and we're going to get those offshore winds on Saturday and Sunday, which for any of you who have the pollen allergies, you're going to really feel it, because the winds are going to kick all that up. So keep that in mind. And then Monday, mostly sunny, we'll get probably that fog layer again. Now, as we go forward to next week, there is another slight chance of a little rain coming in, but again, it's going to be like the system that was supposed to come down here. We're at that level right now, of that time, that I don't think a lot of big rain's going to be coming in. Unfortunately, we kind of need it in the spring. It's great. Despite all the rain we got, it's nice to have it linger on for a while. That would be great, but we'll see about that. Looking around the area today, and as I said, partly cloudy in the morning. As we get to the afternoon, things will clear up much more, but everything's down by a few degrees today, but still very nice out. And again, we're going to get warmer as we get to the weekend, but we'll also get the winds and the pollen dust. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Are your hearing aids not working as well as you'd like? The person who programs your hearing aids is way more important than how much you spent on them. The good news is that we can help. I'm a retired electronics engineer who will precisely reprogram your hearing aids to your unique hearing loss. If that doesn't give you significantly better hearing, I won't charge you a dime. You have nothing to lose and better hearing to gain. So call Hearing Remedy right now and ask for your personal better hearing appointment.
The eye care experts at Harvard Eye Associates have been treating the vision of patients in Southern California for over 30 years. As a leader in multi-specialty eye care, our doctors specialize in cataracts, glaucoma, retina, cornea, LASIK vision correction, oculoplastics, and diabetic eye care. As an approved FDA research center, our doctors offer surgical techniques and technology not available to the general public. Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today. Laguna Hills, San Clemente. Call 800-974-EYES.
As a professional licensed realtor, you have worked countless hours to ensure your reputation is the best. Your clients know they can trust your judgment, that you'll be around when they need you, and that you will deliver what you promise. In escrow, one company has set that same standard for excellence. Escrow Options Group offers more than just outstanding escrow services. White glove concierge services, wire and fraud protection, custom estimates, and more at no extra charge. Choose the company that mirrors your professionalism. Escrow Options Group. Experience a better option of escrow services.
And now's the time you've been waiting for. The undisputed champs, Tundra and Tacoma. And in this corner, the reigning rulers of the road. Let's get ready for spring.
Not bad.
Ready for a great deal?
Let's do it!
So good.
What makes an amazing deal even better? How about that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's Easter. Diane's Hallmark can help you with everything you need for the season, from cards and plush toys for the grandkids, as well as cards and accessories. Diane's Hallmark can help you make this Easter a special time for everyone. Remember, Diane's Hallmark has a large selection of Christian books and gifts as well. Come in today and see what's new. Diane's Hallmark is located in the Walmart Shopping Center next to Hobby Lobby.
Welcome back. Tim Moy is here, who is our Chief of Security, to talk to us a little bit about some things that seniors need to take into consideration when they have young children or grandchildren around. So kind of a scary thing.
Right. Yeah.
But we want to tell our senior community why it is important to know about the different kinds of drugs and things that the youth is actually getting into now.
Yeah, unfortunately, and there's some new trends that have started as well. We see the things that over the years, the last 50 years, the alcohol and the marijuana, but there's some different types of drugs. There's some over-the-counter drugs that our youth are using. And we bring this up, I know this is a senior community, obviously, but our seniors have grandkids. They have great-grandchildren. I'm a new grandfather myself. I'm pretty excited about it. He's all 3 weeks old. I don't think he's dealing with these challenges just yet. But let me tell you, in 15 years, I'll make sure I'm informed, I'm educated, and that my daughter and son-in-law know about what the current risks are, whatever it may be at that time.
Right. And it is changing, as
it is changing.
And rapidly.
Right. And so, we know with the kids, the teens, that their bodies are still forming, their minds are still forming. A drug, alcohol, may have a different effect on them than it may on an adult or someone who's a little bit more used to.
Right. I know we talked about that before, where we talked about there's varying age or metabolism or height and that type of thing. So, but before we go into that, you said that what are some of the most common, teens commonly experiment with? There's something that they're doing now.
Right. Well, I could jump forward. I wanted to kind of hit on some of the old things that they're doing, if I could.
Yes, so alcohol and marijuana.
Right. So it's still alcohol, marijuana. It really is, and they're pretty creative with it. If you look back on maybe some of the things that happened when we were kids, and maybe our friends or others have tried doing. They would use the alcohol. They would get into their parents' liquor cabinet. Hey, I've got good kids. I've got two fine young men. One's an attorney. One used to jump out of airplanes for the 82nd Airborne. But let me tell you, I got these gray hairs for a reason because they put me through a lot when they were teens, and they made some mistakes, and we know that happens. And we had just using a quick example, I think it was gin in our liquor cabinet. And, they weren't smart enough to take the whole bottle, but they took some of the gin and replaced it with water. And you don't think I'm going to catch that, right? But yeah, so they're going to try different little things.
Right.
And again, not to say that you have a bad grandson or great grandson, but there's a lot of pressure out there with our kids.
Oh yeah,
and
it doesn't matter where it is.
No, and we, I think we need to do our part. And so if you know that you've got teens coming over, just be aware that those are some of the challenges, the peer pressure that they're facing. Maybe they're experimenting in some things. And so we've got to be careful. And we don't want to contribute to it. So hey, lock up your liquor cabinet. Put that stuff away. Don't allow that to be a temptation for your grandson or your granddaughter.
Well, one thing that's interesting about that is, when you have get-togethers like Thanksgiving and Christmas and large family gatherings, there is a temptation to say, you know what, you're here at the table, have a glass of wine. Go ahead. What would you advise?
Well,
it's a tough one.
It is a tough one, but I think you have to take a look at the individual, first of all. I'm talking about a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old? Absolutely not. Hey, a 20-year-old who's a few months away from turning 21, I'm not opposed to that. If we're going to keep them inside the home, they're not going anywhere. They're an adult. But when they're a teen, no, I'm not going to contribute to that at all.
Yeah,
no
but I agree with the getting closer to the age of 21. They should have some experimenting at home where you can help them out.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
I know that before my kids turned, well, one of them's only 21 now, but we said, okay, we laid it on the table and we tried everything, so they knew what it was like, so they knew how far not to go.
Sure.
So we thought that was probably a good idea.
And so you were involved with your kid's life.
Yep.
You knew about what was going on out, in society and with the pressures they were facing, and that's part of it. Having those open conversations. And for our community, it maybe you're having that conversation with your son or daughter who's going to have that conversation with their son or daughter, whatever it might be. But the other drug, is still marijuana as well. And, that psychoactive ingredient, it's called delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. It's a big, long name. Most people know it as THC. Hey, when we were kids, the THC content in a marijuana cigarette, we'll call it, was about 2 to 3%. And so it would take you the whole cigarette, the whole marijuana joint to smoke. Nowadays, that THC content is up to 20 to 30%. Wow. So it may only take a few hits off that marijuana cigarette or that bong or whatever you're smoking it from, and you're under the influence. So we've got to be careful with those things as well. And again, we need to inform. We need to be aware of what's going on. We've got to have those conversations.
Well, and also many of our community residents do utilize marijuana instead of pain medication. So knowing the differences of what it used to be and what it is now, can they walk into a place and be able to say, okay, well, I really don't want something that's so super strong? I mean, is there options for that or not?
Right. So we've got a pretty active community who does use medical use marijuana quite a bit. So two different conversations almost that we're having. The kids, these teens, are not using CBD, and that does not have the THC, which is going to cause you to have that euphoria and that buzz and get you high. Our community is going more for the medical treatment as well. So the kids more to get high, the seniors here for the most part to treat ailments.
Okay, perfect. All right, and then other places that they can find some kind of opioids or something is in the medicine cabinets, right?
Yeah, I opened mine this morning just to take a look.
Don't look at mine.
Right, and you see some of the things, if you've had some minor surgery or you had something that took place, and sure enough, you take about half of it and you leave the rest in the medicine cabinet. I think we've got some OxyContin in mine.
Oh, gosh.
OxyContin, major CNS depressant or central nervous system depressant. There's Vicodin. Valium, Xanax,
Norco.
There you go.
So isn't Norco? What is the difference between Norco and hydrocodone?
I think it's a different
brand
of it. But again, kids are experimenting with that.
Oh yeah.
So the teens are looking around. It's a very common strategy for kids to go through their parents' medicine cabinets and take this and that. And I tell you what, they've got their own terminology, their own names for it. They're passing them around at parties, what have you. So again, lock up your medicine cabinets, put that stuff away. You've got a teen that's staying for the weekend or over summer vacation coming up. Get that out of them. Put it in your room somewhere where they're not going to find it.
Or if you have smaller children, make sure it's not sitting on the counter,
well,
because
course.
I know that when we would visit my parents, you know, they don't think about it, and it's just sitting all out on the counter. I'm like, oh my gosh, it should be put away.
Get that stuff out of there.
Yeah, so we put it up high so the kids couldn't get to it. Tell me about purple drink. What is that?
What in the world is a purple drink? There's other names for it, lean, scissorp. So our kids, hey, these teens are creative, and they'll take a cold medicine that has codeine in it, and they'll mix that with like Sprite or a Jolly Rancher. But they're just not mixing a normal dose. As you know, a normal dose is like going to treat your cold or treat whatever you're dealing with. But if you put 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 times in that, it can cause some hallucinations. It can cause that whole that drunken state. It puts you out on the nod. It's
oh my God.
Yeah. So I got to tell you, I didn't face that when I was in high school.
No,
so this is one of the new things. And there's another one out there.
Oh gosh.
Called robo-tripping.
Robo-tripping.
Where would you get? You're thinking, what is robo-tripping? And they get that from Robitussin.
NyQuil too?
Right, NyQuil, Dayquil.
What's in it that make Dex? Dextromethor. How do you pronounce that?
Yeah, dextromethorphan.
There we go.
So DXM.
Yes.
And DXM in normal dosage is going to treat that cold issue that you're fighting with.
Right.
You triple the dose, quadruple it, and now it's a hallucinogen.
Oh my gosh.
And so, you follow the directions, you're good to go. You don't, you're not.
Right.
And our kids have, for whatever
doing
reason,
that too, man.
They're doing that. So that's one. So if you hear something like that, if you hear purple drink or lean, or you hear robo-tripping in a conversation or a text message with one of your grandsons or what have you, or grandkids. I don't know why I said sons. Why do I always think it's the guys? No, this is
all of them.
It is.
Girls, boys, young.
Right.
And,
But that is extremely dangerous.
Absolutely.
And extremely accessible. We're talking about over-the-counter medications.
Yeah.
We know we've got them all over our in our house, downstairs in the kitchen, upstairs in the medicine cabinet, and then you also have the pill form, right, that you can take, and that's called skittling. So they use these terms for it, so that it just sounds like, oh, you're eating candy. You're not eating candy. You're getting high.
I think we need to have a list. Like this list needs to be readily available somewhere.
Well, I tell you what, it's almost overwhelming, isn't it? Seriously.
It's crazy. I mean, how are you going to remember all these things?
Right. Well, so I think personally, you've got to stay informed, involved. You've got to do your research. You've got to have those conversations. Just stay in tune with what's going on out there.
Exactly.
I don't think most people even have heard of robo-tripping.
No.
Because that wasn't in our generations, and yet it is with this current generation of high schoolers and young adults that we're dealing with. I'm going to be speaking to high school teachers next Monday, and we're going to be going over all these things as well.
Great.
So they see it in the classrooms. They see kids who are on the nod, and that's not from staying up late studying. That's from taking something before coming to school.
Wow.
Right, and these are good kids.
Well, and some of our, obviously some of our seniors here, they are around their young kids and like you said, the adults who are also having children. So this is really important that they're in the know, and then if the teachers are in the know and the parents, then at least everybody is partaking and educating them.
Right.
So
and you look at it with law enforcement. Law enforcement's got so many other problems. They don't want to be responding to the schools to deal with someone who may be under the influence of or going on a robo-trip. They want the parents to deal with it. It's there's a lot going on out there. So so my recommendation, my words of advice is to stay involved with your grandkids. Keep an eye on what's going on. Have those difficult conversations with them. Impress them with your knowledge.
That's right, and the knowledge that you've learned here too. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Good information. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good to see you.
And if you guys have any questions regarding what we have talked about here today, you can always contact security at 580-1400. But do make sure that you maybe even look it up online, what are some of these other drugs that we've talked about, so you can be in the know. Thank you. Be right back.
Very good.
Welcome to South County Adult Day Services. Conveniently located right here in Laguna Woods, we provide a safe, secure environment where you or your loved one can spend the day. Come socialize with friends, engage in enriching activities, receive the expert care you need, and participate in fun hobbies. Improve your mental and physical health and maintain your independence. We even take care of transportation. For a free tour, call us at 949-855-9444 or visit us at our center between El Toro and Moulton Parkway right next to the Olive Garden.
Welcome back. I have Erica Ritchie with the Globe headlines today, and she's got some great stuff for us today. Nice. You've got the Health and Wellness Fair Expo, and you've got lots of other good things. So tell us everything.
All right, I'll tell you everything. All right, so the Health and Wellness Expo, there were 900 people who came out for it. It was held at Clubhouse 5. And if you were part of the first 300, you got a free Chick-fil-A chicken wrap, which was a tasty little nugget to have. And some of the hot topics included bone density, and there were also lectures on memory loss and memory.
Oh, good. You needed to go to the clinic.
I think I did. Memory loss and depression. Yes, I probably should have gone to that clinic. So a lot of people turned out for that, and there was a lot of good information. Yeah. And then in other news, the Village Management Services has a new CEO. His name is Jeffrey Parker, and he came to the village from the city of Tustin. He has 35 years in local government experience, 27 years as city manager. Okay. 27 years as city manager. And so the Globe went by and visited with him and talked to him about why he decided to come to Laguna Woods Village. And I guess part of his answer was that he's kind of getting ready to slow down and wanted to be in an environment that might be something similar to his own lifestyle. And so readers can read all about his interview on the cover of the Globe this week.
All right, excellent.
And then in additional news, we've got the Laguna Woods City Council. They met last week and they reviewed their 2-year budget along with their 11-year capital improvement plan. And as part of the 11-year capital improvement plan, they're looking at projects of repaving El Toro Road between Avenida Sevilla and the Willow Tree Center. Okay. And they're also looking at redoing the medians on Moulton Parkway. And maybe most important for residents is that they're adjusting some of the sidewalks through the village so that they're more ADA accessible as part of a federal program. All right. So that's the news in that. Then in other news, it's very exciting. Last week actually, I wrote a story about a olive ridley sea turtle. It's a very unusual sea turtle to be seen in our area. Wow. It was seen off of Laguna Beach and Dana Point, and was basically seen off Salt Creek Beach and then a mile off of Main Beach in Laguna. And the sea turtle, he's the smallest of the sea turtle family. Oh. And he's noticed, you can tell him by his shell. He basically has, hence the name olive ridley, but he has an olive shell, and the shell is very bulbous. And so some whale watch captains were out on the water from Dana Wharf, sport fishing and whale watching, and saw him over a period of 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Yeah. And interestingly, a lobster fisherman was coming back from north and saw the turtle swimming about a mile off of Main Beach in Laguna, and a seagull had perched on top of it. The seagull was perched on top of him like a floating raft. So that was really interesting. The reason that he's kind of unusual in our area, Sea turtles are seen off of our coast in the summertime, but not at this time of year. So it kind of goes back to the whole thing we've talked about in the past about the unusual phenomenon that's being found in the ocean right now.
Right.
We've got a lot of, for example, elephant seals and harbor seals are showing up early. We talked about the dolphins a few weeks ago that have been beaching themselves. And so experts, biologists, et cetera, and scientists from NOAA think that the sea turtle may be here because of the climate change. Generally, they swim in tropical waters off of Mexico.
Right.
And so that was a very exciting discovery, and the story went nationwide, and it was on television this week as well.
Did they just leave him alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He appeared to be fine. You know, was doing as one of the captains, Captain Steve Burkholder from Dana Wharf said. You know, was doing turtle things, just paddling along, putting his head out, and appeared to be in good health.
Excellent. Good.
So,
Good. Perfect. I love that.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any letters today?
We did have letters, and actually we had quite a few letters, more than we normally had. And yes, so we've got a letter here from let me just
put on her
put
eyeballs.
on my eyeballs. So the letter comes from Mutual 50 President Raina Rothberg, and she wants to set the record straight. And so she writes back to Director Morrison. She says, "Excuse me, Director Morrison, you don't have to get to that point to choose the towers. We are not an assisted living facility. The major difference between Mutual 50 and United, aside from the fact that our residents have a weekly housekeeping, 24-hour reception desk, 24-hour on-site maintenance and food service, is that we are a condominium where owners receive a deed for their manor, and United is a co-op. Oh, I forgot. We also provide our residents with a variety of on-site entertainment at no weekly charge." So that was our letter this week.
Nice. Well, you know, people have their opinions, and I think that's what you have the letters for, right?
That's right. And we encourage more and more letters. So please send your letters and give us your opinion on anything that you read in the Globe or that's going on in the village, and we will look forward to printing them.
Perfect. Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And we will see you next time.
You sure will.
And remember, you can always get your copy of the Globe on the first floor of the Community Services Building at 8 o'clock a.m. on Thursday morning. We'll be right back.
I choose to make friends out of neighbors.
I choose to start a new chapter.
I choose to live an active lifestyle.
Choose to experience the good life at Villa Valencia. Call or visit us today.
Well, I'd like to welcome Cara Dyro, and she is with Villa Valencia. And today we are going to be talking about assisted living. You are the Director of Resident Care for Villa Valencia.
Yes, I am.
Thank you very much for coming on today. And we were talking a little bit before we went on. What's the difference between assisted living and independent living and skilled nursing? And I think it's always good to refresh people on that because it can get confusing.
Yes, it can. So at Villa Valencia, we have different levels of care. We have our skilled nursing, which normally is for residents that are coming from the hospital, and maybe they need to go someplace to have rehabilitation, occupational therapy, anything like that. And then we have our independent living, which is a building that we have, which is unlicensed. We don't have any nursing services over there. And so it's basically independent living. We offer 3 meals a day. We offer transportation. housekeeping once a week. And so it's not licensed. We don't have any nursing services over there. And then on the assisted living side is licensed. It's followed by Department of Social Services. So there we have nurses on staff, and they're there 16 hours a day. They're there from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. We also have medication aides, which distribute medications, and then we have resident assistants, which provide care and help the seniors with their ADLs.
Okay, and how did you get into this? You've been in nursing in one form or another for quite a while, right?
I have been a nurse for 30 years. My great-grandfather was a doctor. My grandmother was a nurse, and my mom was a nurse in this area. So I grew up in this area, and I've had my whole nursing career in this area.
So you are well-trained, well-versed in this.
Yes.
And I can see where you'd be a great benefit to Villa Valencia.
I love Villa Valencia. I mean, it's all inspired from my relatives and growing up, you know, hanging out with seniors.
Yeah, and so what are the services that they offer there beyond, you have assisted living, but you were, again, before we were getting on the air, you were talking about maybe people are coming out of the hospital and they may not need skilled nursing, but the family and along with that particular individual maybe want to put them into assisted living for maybe, you know, a month or so, just to kind of transition them, right?
So sometimes what happens is if a resident happens to go to the hospital and maybe they go to a skilled nursing and they're just unsure whether that family member or loved one is ready to go back home safely and live alone, sometimes they will come to an assisted living community like ours where we have what we call a respite stay. And so they come there and basically they have, you know, home health, we monitor them, we monitor their medications to help them strengthen and grow to get back to what their baseline was.
Okay, and really get them kind of back going on their feet again.
Right,
and,
right.
And give them any kind of assistance that they need for more of a short term.
Right.
But then there are folks obviously who are there long term, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have many residents that are long-term, and you know, we have lots of great activities that they enjoy doing. The meals are provided, and you know, like I said, we have the caregivers that come in and help them. I mean, some residents may need help with just getting their shoes on and getting them tied. Other residents may need assistance with maybe a shower once a week. And so it just depends on, but we offer all different, you know, levels of care and helping them with their daily living activities.
So if somebody is thinking about transitioning to assisted living, maybe they're independent, maybe independent living here, independent living with you folks. At what point do they kind of need to maybe consider more of an assisted living arrangement? You know, some folks may be just at a time where that they need a little help during the day for whatever it might be. Others maybe need several hours of help.
Well, I think it just depends. You know, I always look at how, you know, we dealt with my grandmother. My grandmother went into an assisted living and she was at home for a very long time, and she had a 24-hour caregiver. And that 24-hour caregiver, she felt like she didn't have any space, that she didn't even have any time to herself. Where, you know, then we decided that we were going to put her into an assisted living community. So there she had her own apartment, her own furniture, her own belongings, and the staff would just go in and check on her. They would go in and help her get dressed in the morning. They would escort her down to the dining room. So she still had that sense of independence and having her own place instead of having someone, you know, be in there looking at her 24/7, monitoring what she did.
Right, so it still gives them the sense of privacy when they want it.
Privacy and independence,
Yeah,
yes.
and I can understand that. If you have somebody in your home 24 hours, you may need help certain times during the day, but not every single hour.
Right.
And you know, you want to be able to have your own space and maybe not talk to somebody for a few hours.
You want to be able to watch TV and not have someone sitting there looking at you, or you may want to take a nap and not have someone sitting there taking a look at you. And that was the situation with my grandmother. She just felt like somebody was monitoring her all the time, and then we decided, let's try assisted living.
Right. Now, as far as people coming over there and looking at everything and deciding what, obviously skilled nursing I think is, we know what that's for. But do you folks kind of help the family or the individual kind of assess what they may need? You know, kind of ask, what's your daily lifestyle like? and find out what might be right for them, because there may be independent people living here, but maybe decide, you know what, I don't want to cook anymore.
Right.
I'm still very independent.
Right.
And that may be better suited for them.
Right. So we go through an assessment process, and basically we want to do their services and their care services based on what their needs are and what their time of day is. Not everybody wants to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So when I do my assessment, I go through and I ask those questions. What time do you like to get up in the morning? You know, and if we do have to help them, then that's when we're going to send a resident assistant in. What time do you want to have lunch? And so we try to attend it to what their normal lifestyle was at home, you know, going in and helping them instead of just coming in and saying, okay, it's 6 o'clock, it's time to get up, let's go eat. So, you know, some residents like showers in the morning, some like them in the evening. So when we do our assessments, we go through trying to figure out exactly what their needs are and what their wishes are, not what our wishes are.
Okay, and they still might be people in assisted living, still might be very independent. They still might drive, they still might go around and go out on their own, right?
We have quite a few residents that are still very independent, and basically we go in and clean their apartment for them once a week. We have the meal services for them, but the assisted living side.
Can I get that at my house, by the way? Because I cook all the meals, but, you know, my wife does other stuff.
I'm trying
I'm thinking like that would be kind of nice.
I know. I'm trying to move into Villa myself.
All right.
So yeah, it's, you know, it just depends.
Yeah, but I can understand why, you know, that assessment is needed, because you can really decide, okay, what do they need at this point? And for them, I think you help them kind of decide what this might be right for you, or at this point in time, you know what, you're pretty independent.
Right.
You know, you may just want to live in a place where you want more of a carefree lifestyle and don't have to worry about cooking meals and
some of our independent living residents that do live in the assisted living, they just like that security, knowing that there's a nurse there, that there's caregivers there, that we have staff on 24/7. So there's someone there, if there is an emergency, they could push their pendant and someone's going to respond to them.
Oh, you give them a pendant?
Yeah, we have an emergency pendant that we give them. So if they push it, you know, our staff is going to respond, whether it be a nurse, a resident assistant, or a medication aid.
Okay, even if it's in the middle of the night?
Yep, even if it's in the middle of the night, yes.
All right.
We have a week staff all night.
All right, very good. Well, I thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
I appreciated all the information. And if you would like more information, you can certainly find that out. You can either call them at 949-581-6111 or villavalenciaretirement.com. And if you, you know, you're certainly welcome to get a hold of the people over there, and they can see if they can help you out and find out what it's about, whether you want independent living or assisted living, or maybe you know, you're going into a hospital soon. You know something, you may have to transition to skilled nursing for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
They can help you there.
I'd love to have you.
All right. Good to see you.
Good,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
I choose to let someone else do the cooking. I choose to let someone else do the driving.
Choose to experience the good life at Villa Valencia in Laguna Hills. Call or visit us today.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cart Mart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Cart here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cart Mart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Welcome to the Invitation to Lexus sales event at South County Lexus. As our guest, you'll find a different customer experience and a remarkable selection of luxury, craftsmanship, and performance, all with exceptional values. Whether you prefer to lease or finance, we have your best interests in mind. you're invited to discover an extraordinary buying and ownership experience. At South County Lexus, different is amazing.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information and resources? You can turn to the Answers Guide published by the Council on Aging Southern California. Answers is full of articles and resources to help you navigate the aging experience. You can pick up your free copy today at the clubhouse nearest you or at the Social Services Office. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Well, I always say I never know what Leslie Gabola from Adapt to It is going to bring on, which is true. Most of the time I don't. This time I never would have guessed this. We have a football, we have wonderful pretzels here, Campbell's soup, a blanket, and she brought me some beer. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. My pleasure.
Well,
Enjoy.
I will enjoy. So tell me, what is this all about today?
Okay. Well, so this is your typical afternoon for football, right? Because you got your football, your beer, your pretzels. Yeah. Okay. And this is your comfort, cuddly, warm. Yes. You got your soup, your hot chocolate, your blankie. Okay, so what's the difference? So this is for the person sitting in the chair that's made for Sunday afternoon TV.
Right.
So you're in the chair for about 2 hours. And we all know these chairs. These chairs have the lever on the side.
Yeah, we have one of those, yeah.
Right, that you get the sore shoulder from. And then sometimes when they get older, you have to use your whole body to push them back and open them. And then your whole forward to push them down and open and close them. So we all know those chairs, right? Everybody's got one. So then we have the lift chair that's made for a sit time of 10 to 12 hours. So we want to be comfy and warm and cozy and maybe have a snack or a meal, have our favorite beverage, maybe take a nap or even sleep in it when you can stretch out using a controller.
Yeah.
So we get people in our store all the time, and they don't want to change out of their 2-hour chair, but they're in their 2-hour chair for 12 hours.
Okay.
And their tushy hurts.
Yes.
And they wonder why. So manufacturers make their cushions according to the amount of time that the person's going to be in the chair.
Oh, interesting.
They do. And so the football chair, the Sunday chair, is made for about a 2-hour sit time. And our lift chairs in Adapt to It are made for about a 12-hour sit time. So they have springs and coils similar to a mattress. So, and some of them even have memory foam in the seat. And what memory foam is, it's a different kind of foam.
Right.
And everybody has heard of it, you know, Tempur-Pedic. But the difference is that with the 2-hour chair, if you're sitting in it for 12 hours, it ditches. And if you continue to sit in it for that amount of time, it ditches and it continues to, you know, get that nice little round hole and imprint in it.
Yeah.
Well, the memory foam or the coiled spring chairs, they pop back up. And so when you sit in it for your period of time, 10, 12 hours or 3 or 4, or whatever you're going to do, it pops back up. So you don't get that ditch. And the benefit of that is that you get support on your whole backside.
Okay.
And what it furthermore does is it helps you sit on your sit bones, because everybody has these two bones that you're supposed to be sitting on. And if you're correctly sitting in a chair, you're sitting properly. So your back won't hurt and your tush won't hurt, and you can sit for a longer period of time comfortably. So I just wanted to emphasize the difference between the 2-hour chair and the 12-hour chair.
And only you would do it this way, but which I love. I have a question. What if somebody, because when you mentioned that the 12-hour chair, that sounds wonderful, but somebody may be at the point where like, well, I don't need a lift chair, but I would like a much better chair than the one you find at
the big box
stores. Is there something kind of in between that you sell where you may not need the whole lift mechanism, but you would love all the support?
Well, that's the thing. It's a controller, it's an automatic controller, and we have two choices. So we have the chair that has 2 motors in it, so the head and the feet operate separately. And then we have the chair with a 1 motor in it with the head and the feet that operate together. And so for somebody that's not ready for the lift mechanism, but wants a really comfortable, supportive chair, they're both supportive, but we would recommend the 2-motor chair. Because it has the infinite position, they can recline, and a lot of times their head can go below their feet. And so you can get in that position that everybody's looking for with their head above their heart. And then they have the lifting device available when they're ready.
See, I think that's a great transition, because it mainly, just what you said, you may not want to be in that chair, going to sit in that chair for 12 hours, but just to have a much better chair, because a lot of the chairs you get at the big box stores or wherever, even when you get them from brand new, even after an hour, you're like, this isn't just very comfortable.
And the other things the lift chairs do is many of them are made now with other supports. So they have more controllers on them. So they have a neck control, a neck pillow that moves back and forth, and a lumbar pillow that moves back and forth. And we actually have one that tilts in space. And that is a whole new concept.
What do you mean tilts in space?
So the difference between reclining and tilting is that when something reclines, the back moves back. So if you think about your anatomy, when the back moves back, your tush slides. It's called shear. And what happens is, over a period of time, that, and with like really thin skin, like if somebody is older or has a propensity for sores, that can cause skin breakdown. And so with the tilting, the whole chair moves back. And so it moves as one unit, and you get the benefit of the recline with the added benefit of no shear or no problem with your tush. The other benefit is that it puts you in a position that is really good for everything. Eye contact, digestion, respiratory, breathing, really everything in your body benefits from being tilted. And it feels good. It's very cradling and warm, and it's just a comfy feeling.
Speaking of that, do any chairs have, like a lot of cars now, have heated seats or ventilated seats or anything like that?
Not ventilated, but we can get heat and massage.
All right.
Definitely. Heat and massage, and then a lot of them have USB ports in the controller. So you can charge your phone, you can heat your tush, you can vibrate your back, and adjust your neck all in one chair.
Yeah, that's
great. And the big box chairs can't do that.
Right. No, I like the idea of, you want that, maybe like that transition chair. You don't need to lift, but you just want something nice.
Right, exactly. And they come in multiple colors, multiple fabrics. We even have waterproof ones. So, and you can get, and sizes too. So you get the size and the comfort, everything, exactly like you like it.
All right, I love it. So again, you never know what she's going to bring, but this really emphasizes everything. So thank you very much. And
you're very welcome. My pleasure.
Get the beer, the pretzels.
Snack later, right?
What's that?
You have a snack later.
I have a snack later as well. All right. Thank you very much. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
And of course, they're located right on the corner of Paseo de Valencia in El Toro. And I do see that somebody finally trimmed the trees and put up a new flag.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
That's
that was
always a
needed.
point of contention at to it.
Yes. Yeah, it's the center that does that. So they came in and they finally did that for you. Very good. Looking great over there. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
As I age, I realize that time is as important as my health. I have chronic health issues, and I want to make sure that I am in control of how I take my prescription medication. Before, I had to deal with the insurance companies. I had to take care of my refills. I had to go to the pharmacy, parcel out the doses when I got home. That all changed when I discovered AmeriPharma's MedBox. Now, all my medications are conveniently packaged and delivered right to my door. What MedBox does, it sorts these and puts them into an easy tear packet, all conveniently labeled by time, and I never miss a dose. MedBox makes it simple to take the right medication at the right time, and the service is free. I feel healthier and happier. This is the pharmacy of the future.
Hi, I'm Wendy Miller, your Laguna Woods real estate professional. Have you been looking for a realtor?
Wendy Miller helped me through the challenging process of real estate here in Laguna Woods. She was helpful, she was fun, she was professional. I really recommend her.
Whether you're thinking of buying, selling, downsizing, or even relocating within Laguna Woods, I am your real estate professional and can help guide you through the entire process. Give me a call and I'll help you make the right move.
Welcome back. Your Friday movie this Friday at 2 and 7 p.m. is going to be Instant Family. Very fun movie. It's Mark Wahlberg, Rose Byrne, and Isabella Moner. And it's when Pete and Ellie decide to start a family. They stumble into the world of foster care adoption. They hope to take in one small child, but when they meet 3 siblings, including a rebellious 15-year-old, they find themselves speeding from 0 to 3 kids overnight. And it is a really nice view of what people go through in the adoption process. And, you know, it's hard when you look at the teenagers. They've been having so many influences and there's so much, you know, backlash and, you know, kind of displacement that taking in a teenager's got to be hard. So it does sort of it does show, you know, all the differences that go on there. So it's a fun comedy drama and it's about 1 hour and 58 minutes and that'll be on Friday.
Yep.
At 2 and 7.
Yep, good movie. And on Monday, our movie is going to be an animated comedy called Smallfoot. And this one, it's about a Yeti, a Bigfoot, whose world gets turned upside down when he discovers something he didn't know existed, a human. He soon faces banishment from his snowy home when the rest of the villagers refuse to believe his fantastic tale. And hoping to prove them wrong, his name is Migo, embarks on an epic journey to find the mysterious creature that can pull him back into good graces with his community. Fun movie and sort of reverse take on the old Bigfoot story.
I like it. It looks really cute.
Yeah, it looks very well animated, and it's looking forward to that one. That will be on Monday. Now, you want to tell us about something that is happening tonight.
And it looks really fun, so you should all try to go. The India Club of Laguna Woods is having a Holly Festival of Colors. So that's tonight, and it is going to be at Clubhouse 7, and it's at 5:30 p.m., and they are going to have a holly dance, music presented by the Indian culture, participation by India Club members and guests, and a vegetarian dinner will be served. They do want you to RSVP, but I think you might be able to get away with it if you maybe call, there's a gal by the name of Parisha. You can call her at 949-336-8676, or is that Asha?
Asha, yeah.
Asha at 714 gosh, I can't read that number.
399-5747.
5747.
It's hard to
Okay.
see on our flyers.
Yeah, on the flyer. But in any case, that's tonight at 5:30. So if you want to go, give those numbers a call and see if there's availability.
Yeah, and it's a good price. $10 with RSVP, $15 without, and you get food
Oh,
and
there you
fun
go.
and merriment. And
So I suppose you could show up too.
yeah, they
And
have.
just pay the $15
They're
bucks.
fun people.
Yep.
They
yep.
really are.
Yeah.
All right. Quickly, I'll tell you about the weather. We only got a couple minutes left, and I do want to say that we didn't get any rain overnight. It was still somewhat in the forecast, but not much. Again, next week, it's kind of there, but it's only a 10% chance. But we're going to start to warm up, really beginning tomorrow, and it's going to be very nice. But we are going to get some of the offshore winds, which means pollen all over the place. In fact, last weekend, we got just a little wind. It wasn't bad at all, and yet my car and everything was covered with that yellow dust, and I felt it.
Yeah, it's going to be bad, I think.
Yeah, I was, on the Sudafed train last weekend. So there you go. All right, here we are around the area. A little bit cooler today, but still very pleasant. And as we get to the afternoon, things are going to clear up and warm up just a little bit. So temperatures might even be a little bit warmer than what I have there. But still, overall, just a nice, pleasant stretch of weather.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, tomorrow's show, we have the United Update. We have Sterling Financial, and we have the El Toro Water District coming in. So have a great day in the village, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.